the hello everybody! What's up guys, Kanye West15 here. So yeah, this ban list is the real 2013 September ban list, which is pretty crazy. I'm sorry Domo for doubting you, but you know, calm down. Anyways, I really like this ban list. Like, first of all, Dragons got absolutely destroyed, which is awesome because that deck was OP, let's be real. So all the babies got banned, and Konami just kind of just punched them in the ball sacks by even limiting um limiting super rejuvenation after they banned all the baby dragons. Pretty funny. Also, because Exodia FTK with the Exodia Dragon FTK does exist. So I guess I don't know, just whatever. But overall, I really like this ban list. They banned Judgment, which is cool too, and spellbooks are definitely still playable and will be very viable next format. But just won't be like tier 0 and stupid with Judgment, which is awesome. I really like this ban list. So yeah, in this video, I'm just gonna talk about the amazing variety of viable decks for next format. Alrighty, little kids, let's get going. What the hell was that? I'm sorry, guys. Gotta let out my inner weirdness. Anyways, yeah, my bad. That was mad weird. Here you see all the viable decks for next format. This is insane. Like, look at all these decks. Last format, it was freaking Dragon Rulers, Spellbooks, and pretty much that's it. Maybe even Evil Swarm. But like, damn, son. Look at all the decks that are viable for next format. Damn, son. This is gonna be amazing. So anyways, I'm just going to go through these decks really quickly and kind of talk about them. First, we got Boojins. Now, this deck has incredible potential. I think it will hit that tier 1 spot, I believe, once all the support comes out. There's even more support coming, so yeah, calm down, guys. This deck's already really good, and more people just need to test it out, and I think it's very good. It is susceptible to cards like Macro and D-Fissure, Imperial Iron Wall, stuff like that. But every deck has its weaknesses, so yeah, I think it's a very good deck. Next, we have Mermails. Yes, it did get hit a little bit, Teos to 1 and Sphere to 1, but still, I think a lot of people are going to go back to the Undyne version, and this deck will be extremely viable again. Last format, this deck was kind of pushed off the top tables because of dragons and spellbooks with Judgment, but now that those decks are tamed, like dragons absolutely destroyed and spellbooks are kind of, you know, calmed down, if you know what I mean, this deck is going to be up there again, so I'm pretty excited for that. Next, we have Constellars. Now, this is going to be one of the decks I'm going to be playing for next format. Damn, that was fast. I talk mad fast. Alright, anyways, Constellars, they have a lot of potential. Like, freaking Pleiades is a bitch. Let's be real here. And it's a freaking compulse on steroids because it can bounce back rows too. Like, Pleiades is ridiculous. So that's why this deck is very good and will be very viable for next format as well. I'm really excited to use this deck. Next, we have Evil Swarms. Now, this deck kind of depends on how other decks do, but for the meantime, this deck is still really good. It didn't get touched at all on the ban list, and will definitely be a nice contender. And then we have Fire Fists. Everyone knows about Fire Fists. 3-axis, 4-axis. Oh my god, dude, crazy. Rooster did get hit to 1, which is pretty crazy. Like, I don't give a shit about OCG. I know they had it for months, but we just had Rooster for 1 to 2 weeks, and you're already hitting it, which is kind of sad. But I understand their move there, which I don't really mind. 3-axis is still good, even though Rooster's at 1. It's still a really good deck. Same with 4-axis is still going to be a very viable deck. And I definitely think Fire Fists are going to be up there in the tier 1 level. And then we have Spellbooks. Now, Spellbooks will be, I think, a lot more fun to play and not as annoying to deal with Judgment now banned. This deck is still going to be really good. Like, even though Judgment is banned, it just pretty much makes the deck more fair and more fun to play with. Like, let's be real here. When you were running Judgment and you were playing Spellbooks, you would be doing the same freaking thing every game, and I'm pretty sure it got really boring. So yeah, I'm pretty happy they banned Judgment. Next, we got Macro Rabbit. Macro Rabbit. Yes, I am so happy I can play this deck again. Like, this deck has its good matchups for next format. It's good against Boojins, Mermails, you know, maybe some Fire Fist action going on, you know what I'm saying? Like, this deck is really good for next format, and I'm really happy because I can play this deck again. And as some of you guys know, this is like one of my favorite decks of all time. Like, a few formats ago, this is all I played. Then we got 6 Samurais, still pretty good deck. We got black whirlwinds, not black whirlwinds, black wings. Got the chicken wings, not the whirlwind. Yeah, the whirlwinds at 2 now, so just gives that deck a little boost, if you know what I mean. And then we got E-Heroes with that extra emergency call. People are gonna start running this again. And yeah, definitely a viable deck. And then we got Madolches, which is an underrated deck. It's actually a very, very good deck. And has a lot of potential to even, you know, go past the tier 2 spot. So yeah, this deck is really good if more people pay attention to it. Next we have Chaos Dragons. Chaos Sorcerer at 2 definitely helps the deck a little bit. So pretty sexy. I'm going to pray it. We got Dark Worlds, which is still, of course, amazing deck. Really annoying to deal with, game 1. Next we have Plants. Yes, Plants are supposedly coming back with dragons. Like plant dragons or some shit. I've seen like some variants with that, and it's pretty cool. And it might lack a little consistency, but once more people test it out and stuff, it might be a pretty viable deck. So pretty cool. Now that Trishula's back. And then we have Tempest Dragoonities, which are very viable as well. Yeah, of course the deck is really explosive. Can put a full board in 1 turn. We also have Glad Beasts. They gave them a little boost with Bestiary at 2 now, so the deck is a lot better. And with like Tenki and stuff, like the deck is really good. And then we have Redox Gadgets, kind of like Tempest Dragoonities. We splashing in those dragons and making the deck mad sexy, so that's pretty good. And then we have Agents. We got Insectors. I love this deck. I've been playing this for a few months. And yeah, now it's back to pretty good, so I'm happy about that. Also, Agent Insector Transmodify, which is also a really, really cool and really fun deck that if more people pay attention to, it might start topping. It's a really cool deck, but most people don't know it yet. But once more people know about it, it could be pretty detrimental. And then we have Karakuris, of course. This deck is mad good, and plus with the new reprint, more people are going to be playing it, so it's definitely viable. Got Lavos, Rekindlings at 3. It shouldn't be, but it is. So this deck can really abuse that card like ridiculously. And we have Infinities, a really amazing deck that really has a pretty good chance. Like once this deck gets it set up, like it's impossible to beat. But yeah, Macrocosmos. And then we have Gravekeepers, Fire Kings, definitely. Hunders, which has always been a really good deck, like first turn Shockmaster and stuff. Like this deck has always been pretty good, but just not many people played it. And Battling Boxers are something you can definitely start experimenting with. So yeah, it's really good of a format if you ask me. Um, so yeah, this format's gonna be really fun. Look at all the diversity. Like there's probably more decks that I just did not even think of. Like yeah, this is pretty awesome. Like, I'm pretty excited for this. Like, I'm personally gonna be playing Constellars and Rabbit and Insectors, maybe some Agents, maybe some Chaos Dragons, maybe some Dark Worlds just to be annoying. You know, the list goes on and on. Maybe some Mermails, maybe some Boojins. You know what I'm saying? Like the list goes on and on. You can play so many different decks in this format and still be very competitive. This is when the game gets really fun, and I'm really excited. So leave your thoughts about what decks are going to be, you know, tier 1 and 2. I didn't really tell you guys like what decks I think will be tier 1 and 2 in this video because I can't really be sure until the format really comes. You guys can leave your predictions in the comment section below and tell me what you think of the ban list and what you think of Trishula coming back. Pretty cool. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe, like the video, and thanks for watching, guys. Peace.